You are listening to the Fringe Radio Network. FringeRadioNetwork.com.
You're listening to Earth Oddity, a weekly odyssey into all the oddity planet Earth has to offer. And now, serving it up are Christopher Tiny Sullivan and John Long.
Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Earth Oddity Podcast. I am Tiny. My friend here, John, is sitting right across from me.
Hello.
Together, we are the bad boys of Southern evangelical humor, the unwanted, the unauthorized, and the uneducated voices of Southern Baptists across the nation.
That's right.
We thank you for joining us.
You threw uneducated in there?
I did.
Okay, good. Just making sure. Just making sure. Huge episode this week.
Yeah, huge episode. We are celebrating our 101. This is Earth Oddity 101.
That's right, 101. Yes.
Yes.
The important anniversary.
Right.
Right.
Because 100... that doesn't count, right? It's like the decade. The new decade doesn't start until 2021.
Yeah, is that right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I don't know. I just know that I'm more pumped up about 101 than I was about 100.
Right.
Considering we didn't even mention 100.
I completely forgot about it.
Not a big deal to a couple of pros like me and you.
No, not at all.
No, we're not resting on our laurels. We're taking this thing to episode 1000.
No off days here.
No off days. That's right. Literally, Tiny and I have been at church all day long.
Nice. Do you know how many podcasts make it to 100 episodes? Every single one of them. There's never been a podcast to pod fade before they hit episode 100, so it's no big deal.
I don't even know that pod fade, I don't know what that term means.
It's when people podcast and then they stop.
And then we just give up.
Like say you're really into a podcast and you're listening to it like week by week. And then
it's done.
Because, all this stuff is recorded and then published for free.
Yeah.
The people doing it was like, you know what?
I got better things to do with my time.
I don't want to do that anymore. No one cares about my opinion. We're doing 100 downloads a week. It's not worth it. And then they just quit abruptly and with no explanation whatsoever. Right. And then you have to go pick another podcast from the hundreds of thousands of podcasts available on iTunes.
Yeah, well, maybe we should try that one week. Just give them just stop and see if anybody even says anything. We'll know how important we are then.
And then 2 weeks goes by, and then suddenly there's a new episode published, but it's like a robot voice saying, if you want John and Tiny back, you have to contribute this much money to the Patreon.
You got to donate this much money. I like that idea, actually.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
You got any good news this week?
I got a lot of good news. I got a human Ken doll story, which is always fun.
Right.
Because out of all the plastic characters you could be, why not be a genderless Ken doll?
He's not a girl toy.
Yeah.
He's not. I don't know why you guys keep saying that.
That's right. Yeah, definitely a boy toy. Right. So I got that. Got a guy who bit a police dog, too, which is that's a huge alpha move right there.
He flipped the script on that one.
Right. I mean, respect for that guy. Yeah. A lot of respect for him. So what about you?
We're going to talk about Burger King.
Okay.
We're going to talk a little bit about Batman, but we're going to start with this. And I really just don't know what to think about this story. There's a woman rescued after being stuck inside a clothing donation bin for 3 days.
Wow.
Apparently you can get stuck in those.
Okay. Well, Hannah Home. That's a little local, but I'm sure there's other organizations. Yeah.
And this story comes from ABC News, so maybe this happened 3 years ago and they're just now reporting on it. But here we go. That's a Jeffrey Epstein joke in case anybody didn't get that.
I didn't watch the Epstein thing, by the way.
I did.
I already knew he killed himself. There wasn't any reason for me to watch it,
Well, there was nothing new. It was very disappointing.
Okay.
It was anything that you've read on 4chan or Reddit
right.
or any of the trusted news sources.
Yeah.
Then
I saw a few
pictures
that were released of him,
Yeah, they didn't show those pictures.
Oh.
You gotta look up those up on the net.
I saw those.
Yeah, I did too.
Didn't intentionally mean to see him. I was like, oh, what is that? Let me enlarge it. Oh, that's dead guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, I know there's some people out there who think he's alive. I don't doubt that he's dead.
Yeah.
I just don't think he did it himself. Or if he did it himself, he had people help him do it himself.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
So, yeah, this has nothing to do with that. But this says, a woman has been rescued after being stuck inside a clothing donation bin for 3 days when a person passing by heard her screams for help. Police in Paterson, New Jersey responded to a call on Monday morning reporting that a woman who was yelling from inside the donation bin. The woman, who had allegedly been stuck inside the bin since Friday night, was rescued and told authorities that she had been unable to move her legs and escape. The 38-year-old woman, so not an old woman by any means.
No.
Same age as me.
You got to be a little spry to jump up in one of those things.
Yeah. She told police that she had been reaching inside the bin when somebody pushed her inside and closed the door behind her, causing her to get stuck.
Okay. I don't know about all that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know if it happened or not. I do know that if I was stuck in a bin, that's probably what I would tell the police to do, whether or not it happened.
Yeah. I would probably be like, I threw something in here that I didn't want to, and I was trying to get it out.
Yes.
And now I'm stuck.
I thought it was a trash can officer. I didn't realize that. Rather than let the donation people clean up my mess, I did it myself.
Right.
When a teenager snuck up behind me, or a millennial. That's who everybody hates on the internet.
Like, this is my favorite Duckhead shirt that I threw in here. I wear it all the time.
My wife put it in the donation bag by mistake.
Yes, and I wanted to get it back. There's a lot of sentimental value, and I fell in here.
It says that temperatures were mostly in the 40s over the weekend, but they did dip as low as 32 degrees. Ooh. The woman was discovered to be suffering from frostbite and was taken to St. Joseph's Medical Center to be treated. And I tell you what.
I mean, 32 and you're getting frostbite.
It's too cold for me.
Well, I mean, I've been camping out a lot in 32-degree weather.
Yeah, I typically do my camping in the spring and in the early fall before it gets
a good winter tramping
cold.
camp. Oh, a good winter tramping camp is exactly what I said. Tramping camp is a whole nother thing. Really fun, though, by the way. Just mention that. Really
Sponsored
fun.
by the Boy Scouts, right?
That's right, yeah. Little tramping camp. That's where we rehabilitate street prostitutes and we take them on camping trips, okay?
And then you you send them to the clothing store and you give them all this money to spend, and then they come back and you show them off to your rich friends.
Exactly, right.
And you propose to them at the end of the movie.
That's a wild movie, by the way. Don't get me started on how.
And that street tramp was Julia Roberts the whole time.
And now she's an Eagle Scout. She can tie a bowline in 2 half inches like you wouldn't believe. But winter camping is pretty fun. You know, like once you kind of get the gear to do it and all, it's pretty fun. I enjoy it. Mm-hmm. It's a lot better than like summer camping.
I agree. Ooh. Summer's not a fun time to go.
Yeah,
because I mean, you know, you don't light a campfire if you go camping in the summer. You just have a lantern or a flashlight.
Sweat.
It's terrible.
Yeah, no, it's bad.
Yeah.
Anyways, I hate that the lady got frostbite, but I mean, if it dipped down to 32 and you got frostbite, come on. But you said she was stuck in there, head down. It said that she was leaning in there. Yeah. I'm assuming like you said, to get her Duckhead shirt that she didn't mean to put in there. Panama Jack shirt. When somebody snuck up behind her and pushed her in. Yeah. And then she was just stuck there. I don't know. But I feel like if I'm in a clothing bin, I'm going to put on enough clothes to stay warm. Right. And I think I could kick the wall out of one of those things. Don't you? I think I could kick the wall out. I don't think I could find anything my size to wear. True. It's tough. And there's like a back door on them, too. I know I could get out of one of those. Maybe we should try Maybe we should try this. Yeah, like a controlled Earth Oddity experiment. Yeah, there's not any Mythbusters anymore. Right. We should just be up. We should start myth truthers. And we could go, I'll get in one, you know, and see how long it takes me to get out. And like Third Eagle, he could be like our skeptic on the show, or he don't believe anything. True. You know. That's not a bad idea. That'd be a YouTube series we could do. Not a bad idea. Myth Truthers. Copyright. Now we get charged for destroying a donation box because I like kick the walls out of it and everything. Yeah. I don't know. Let's do it. I think it'd be kind of fun. I hate it for that lady, though. I know. Frostbite. That's tough. I don't know what it's like because I live in Alabama. Yeah. But pictures of it online, it looks like it ain't no joke. You can lose a digit, you know? Yeah. I mean, it's nothing to joke about. Of course, we are.
We're joking about it, but
We'd have no
it's
heart.
because we care.
Yeah, right.
We're laughing with her.
Because humor comes from a place of love,
Yes, right? Walking that fine line.
Yeah, right. Well, let's move on to a story out of the great state of Arkansas.
Okay.
The Diamond State, by the way. A
Okay.
lot of people don't know that. I have been diamond hunting in Arkansas before.
Did you find any?
No, I didn't.
No.
I didn't.
What firearms did you take with you?
I didn't take any. There was a kid. We were out there on a vacation one time. And we saw, come hunt your own diamonds. It was like arrowhead hunting, basically,
Right.
for diamonds, I guess.
Where they go out there and drop a bunch of cubic zirconias in the sand.
Probably, yeah.
And then
Like-
you pay them $10 for a bucket of sand, and then you pan through it.
Have you ever been to Sharktooth Creek here?
No.
Okay, Sharktooth Creek.
But no,
pretty
I've
awesome.
seen pictures on Deidre's Instagram about it.
Yeah, we've been to Sharktooth Creek.
All right.
I'm fully in the camp that dude just goes to the beach every year, buys a bunch of shark teeth, and like spread them out in there
Yeah.
for kids to find.
Right.
But it's super fun. So if I found a cubic zirconia, it would have been fine to me. So, anyways, thanks Todd, my Arkansas friend, for sending me this story. And the headline reads, "Man claims someone stole his cheeseburger from a motel nightstand in Benton."
That totally happened.
A man claims someone stole his cheeseburger off a motel nightstand, according to KATV content partner, the Saline Courier, which is apparently an online thing. According to a police report, Keegan Byers told police that he had purchased 2 cheeseburgers at a nearby gas station.
It's probably 2 for 2.
Yeah, probably 2 for 2. Gas station cheeseburgers, kind of a toss-up if they're going to be good or bad,
Yeah.
He reportedly ate one of the burgers and then placed the other one on the nightstand at the Trout Motel. Sounds like a classy place. Byers said when he woke up hours later, the cheeseburger was gone, according to the report.
Okay, so there's 2 options here.
Yeah.
Most likely somebody came in and got it. I mean, this is Benton, Arkansas? This is where Walmart came from.
Yeah.
So that's totally possible.
True.
Could have been the ghost of Sam Walton.
Could
Right?
have been. Could have slipped in a cheeseburger void somewhere into another dimension. But there's a detail here. Police reportedly spoke with another person who was sleeping in the room at the time and claimed that they did not touch the cheeseburger.
Well, there you go. It was a ghost.
The officer noted in the report that Byers was extremely intoxicated at the time of the incident.
Right.
Which I've never bought a cheeseburger from a gas station unless I've been extremely intoxicated.
Yeah.
So the mystery is what happened to the cheeseburger. But I like imagine me and you sharing a motel room, and one of us, we both got a little weight on us, let's be honest.
Right.
Bought 2 cheeseburgers, we fell asleep, and you woke up and
I would
another
be
was
furious.
gone. Right.
I would be so mad.
But I know who the first suspect's going to be, right?
Yeah, but I mean, look, police asked the person,
Right.
and he
denied
said
it.
no.
Yeah. So what happened to
So
this?
I'm shocked. I have no idea, and the world may never know
Right.
what happened to that cheeseburger. This is one for unsolved mysteries.
That's right.
We need Robert Stack.
What could have happened? Oh, was it like burping? No, I didn't. No, not me. I don't touch it. I'm
That was
asleep
for my
the whole
cheeseburger.
time. Yeah, right. That's wild. I don't know. And I imagine the police didn't put a whole lot of effort in, like, let's dust for prints and stuff.
I mean, if I'm a police officer and I get called down to the Trout Motel to investigate a missing hamburger from the gas station,
Yeah.
how about I just dig in my pocket and give you $1 and you go get another one?
Hey, get in the back of the car. I'll take you over here. We'll get another one.
I'm going to get a cup of coffee, maybe maybe a dozen crullers.
Yeah.
It's going to be great.
I'm gonna hang out there in the gas station, hit on the clerk a little bit. We've all seen police officers in the
Who's
gas
21
station.
but looks like she's 14.
That's right. Yes. Yeah.
She's there all by herself.
Got a bad tattoo. Real bad tattoo on her.
Yes.
And police officers standing there being slightly creepy. We've all seen it happen. Not all police officers. I don't want our friends in blue to think I'm talking about all of you, but
No.
some of you guys are pretty creepy in a gas
We
station.
support
late
law
night.
enforcement here.
Absolutely. We back the blue. Right.
Yes.
We back the blue as we fly our Gadsden flag saying, don't tread on us. Whatever.
Please don't give us a ticket.
No, we don't want a ticket. Earth Oddity, big fans of law enforcement.
Yes.
Yes. So anyways, I hope Keegan here get to the bottom of this mystery one day and figure out what happens. I bet you don't trust that buddy anymore. You know?
Well, I mean, that buddy said that he plainly told everyone, including law enforcement, he didn't take it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what happened.
If I was a buddy, that's what I would claim. Like the police, they've cleared me of all wrongdoing.
In fact, I passed a lie detector test saying that I didn't eat it. All right.
The old boy's like in there helping him hunt for his cheeseburger, knowing he ate it and stuff. No, maybe it fell behind the nightstand. You know?
Yes.
My dude, man, maybe you woke up and ate it. I don't know what happened. I've been asleep this whole time.
You know, the maid came by here, and we didn't put the do not disturb sign on the door.
That's right. That's right. Well, I hope they find some resolution one day.
Well, speaking of lawlessness.
Okay.
And
I love lawlessness.
Here is a couple that had the guts to stand up and do the right thing.
All right.
Couple left bikes in the yard to lure thieves and then beat them with bats and post the videos to YouTube.
That's extreme. Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a little extreme.
It says, and this comes from Visela, California. I have no idea where that is, other than California.
Either. I'm surprised it's not from the South.
Right.
You know?
Yeah.
It's probably Southern California.
It may be.
I don't know.
Anyway, it says that the police arrested a man and a woman Wednesday who they say left a bicycle unattended in the front yard of their California home, then attacked would-be thieves who tried to steal it with baseball bats and then posted the videos of the assaults to YouTube in recent months.
Wow.
Visela residents Corey Cornut, 25.
Cornut?
Cornut.
Oh, that's an amazing name.
And Savannah Grillot, 29, were arrested on suspicion of deadly assault with a deadly weapon and conspiracy in connection with the series of at least 4 beatings which took place between July and November near their home, according to the police department. In the videos, it appears as if the suspects planted a bicycle in their front yard, unsecured, waited for someone to try to steal the bicycle. Once someone tried to steal the bike, the suspects would rush from the house and assault the individual with a baseball bat.
Wow.
The 4 victims identified themselves in the investigation. They suffered from injuries described as non-life threatening. Anyone with information was urged to contact the police detective James Cummings at 559-713-4722.
All right.
So, I mean, you can't do that.
Well, you can do that, but you can't video it and upload it to YouTube. You know, one of John Long's cardinal laws of life is never videotape yourself doing anything illegal or photograph.
Right.
All right. And more people should adhere to that law. I've taught it to my kids. I don't want my kids to break the law, but if they ever find themselves in a situation where I'm about to do something wrong, I should not videotape myself, you know, or have any photographic evidence.
You just take one of those black bags and you're like, all right, everybody, put your phones in the bag.
Yeah. You just got, hey, guys, all we got is memories going on this. All right. Yes. Whatever it might be. Okay.
Uh-huh.
And that kept me out of a lot of trouble in my life. A whole lot of trouble.
Well, I feel like this is entrapment. You know, when you just when you set something out and you're just hoping but at the same time,
you shouldn't be stealing something.
Exactly. Right. I can't say I feel bad for these people. If these air quotes here victims of these beatings.
If they voluntarily came onto your property and took your property, I mean, you kind of deserve to get beat with a baseball bat.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think that's the way we need to curb the problem of people stealing bicycles, but
maybe they don't take bicycles
I bet
anymore.
you they ain't going to get, if you got one laying in your yard now, those 4 guys are not stepping foot in it to get it.
Right.
I don't know. I probably would if you beat me. Well, I was going to come back and get the best of you. But yeah, I mean, for a bicycle, that seems a little extreme. You know? Whatever.
Like you said, I mean, I understand that there's that the police are going to stop this.
Yeah,
but
absolutely.
I got to be honest. I don't feel bad for the people who got beat.
No,
that's why you don't take stuff.
Yeah, I don't feel bad for the people who got beat, but also to these people who did the beating. Let's be a little smarter about it. Okay?
Yes.
Let's be a little smarter. A lot of things you could do. You know, put some super glue on the hands. You know, the handles or whatever, so that your hands get stuck on the bicycle, and then just follow them down the road. Wait for a while, then they can't let go of the bicycle.
Or you did the thing where you tie it to the tree.
Tie it to the tree.
With a good, I don't know, 30, 40 foot of rope.
Yeah.
And so they just stop all of a sudden.
Yeah, right.
Get thrown off.
Yeah, that's a good one. Those videos are hilarious. But yeah, probably shouldn't be beating people with, as a general rule, shouldn't be beating people with a baseball bat.
It did say that they suffered non-life-threatening injuries.
Yeah,
so.
right. Yeah. If you get them on the torso or whatever, there's a good chance you're not going to kill them. You know, now if you're bopping them in the head a little bit, then there's a chance you might kill them for sure.
We should offer a class on how you can beat somebody without
right.
injuring them seriously.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Well, I've been hit with a baseball bat a couple of times. All right.
Yeah.
And yeah, you want to go in the chest area, back. You know, stay away from the kidneys.
The head's completely off limits.
Head's off limits. Right.
Off limits.
Yeah. Right.
And the knees aren't too good either.
Yeah, you'll mess somebody up real good if you get them in the knee. Yeah. Well, let's move on to a very interesting character here. It's from the New York Post. And human Ken doll, Rodrigo Alves.
Now, I've heard of Barbie dolls.
Yeah.
Like that's a thing that some girls
that
will.
girls want to be a Barbie.
But this is a guy who wants to be a Ken doll.
Well, he became a Ken doll.
Okay.
But now he comes out as transgender and he is identifying with Barbie.
So he's okay. So he identifies as a Barbie doll.
Yeah. What a world that we live in, by the way.
Yes.
That this is even possible. And his photo here looked better as a Ken, I will say.
I will say he looks exactly like a Ken doll.
Yeah, it looks very much like
he
Ken.
has extremely cold eyes. He looks like a slab of plastic, perfectly molded into the image of a man.
Right, with no genitalia. Right?
Right.
Okay. Let's just be up front. Everybody's pulled the pants down on a Ken doll before. We know he's not working with all the right pieces, okay?
Right.
That's why he has that cold, dead look in his eyes. All right.
Shout out to Samantha from Where's the Line?
Ken's a Barbie girl. Celebrity Big Brother star and so-called human Ken doll Rodrigo Alves.
Oh, this dude was on TV.
He was on Celebrity Big Brother, which I don't know. I've watched a little bit of Big Brother in my life. But he has come out as transgender, the 36-year-old revealed to the Mirror on Sunday. I've known as Ken, but inside I've always felt like Barbie Alves, who now goes by Roddy and uses she and her pronouns naturally.
Is Roddy I've never met a woman named Roddy. Have you?
No.
Okay.
No.
Well, anyway, continue.
The only Roddy I know is Roddy Piper, right?
Yeah.
That's the only Roddy I've ever met in my life.
He was pretty awesome, too.
It's one of the greatest
You ever
Roddies.
seen They Live?
Oh, yeah.
Such a good movie.
Yeah, I have seen that. That's where he's like the...
He's a homeless dude who finds a pair of glasses and he finds out that there's aliens among us and they're taking over.
And he's like...
And they've hypnotized everybody and he's got that great line that he's there to chew bubble gum.
Yes. Right. No. Yeah, I love Roddy Piper.
Anyway, continue.
This is a little detour into WWF, okay? Anyways, he tells the Mirror that while wearing a dress and heels, I finally feel like the real me. Glamorous, beautiful, and feminine.
Okay.
Good for him. He has reportedly spent more than $650,000 to achieve her Ken doll-like look. Including having 4 ribs removed, call that the Marilyn Manson, by the way, a cat eye lift, and so many nose surgeries that it began sinking and disintegrating.
Oh, no.
And has now spent even more to achieve a D-cup bust and bigger hips and lips.
Well, I mean, I hope that this person finds some kind of happiness and that I hope they reach a point of equilibrium.
Yeah, right.
Because it sounds to me like this person is spending a lot of money because they are not happy with their self-image.
Maybe so.
And I don't know if that's the case or not, but I hope that this person can find that. Because that is.
Are you writing checks for Ken surgeries? Do you go like, man, I should have been a Barbie all along, you know?
Well, I mean, if you've been spending all that.
Are you so committed to Ken, like you can't stop, and now you finally are reached a point to where you're like, I'm a Barbie. I'm not a Ken.
Well, I feel like a transition, please don't hate me for saying this. I feel like a transition from Ken to Barbie is actually easier than a transition from male to female.
Yeah.
Right?
True. I would say that, yeah. Now, she's also deleted all her previous posts from her Instagram, which now exclusively features photos of Alves as Barbie and not Ken.
Gotcha.
So she's running from the Ken life.
Right.
For years, I've tried to live my life as a man. I had a fake six-pack put in. I need to look at that, by the way.
I didn't know you could do that.
I've had fake muscles in my arms, but I was lying to myself, she says. I'm a woman and have always had a feminine brain, and now my body matches my mind. She's also enjoying the male attention her new female looks get her and is excited to finish her transformation with gender reassignment surgery.
Hold on. Let me see that picture again. Okay.
You don't think you're going to hit on that?
Good for her.
You don't think you're going to hit on that right there?
No.
That's Barbie. That's Barbie.
She's
not my type. I mean, just look, I'll be honest, there's some very beautiful transgender women out there, right? This one is not.
Right.
I mean, it's got to be straight up, But I'm an ugly, just normal
Well, there's
man,
people
so.
who, I guess,
And, hey, everybody likes different stuff.
That's true.
Different strokes for different folks.
Right.
So she's getting hit on a lot. She says she will have a penile inversion and my testicles will be removed, and that will be the final step, says the former flight attendant. Before that, I'm having silicone breast implants, and I'll be able to wear dresses that show my cleavage and look sexy. I'm very excited.
Okay. Well, like I said, I hope this person finds happiness and peace in life, but it sounds like a lot of money to...
I mean, if you got the money, Roddy, if you got the money,
Yeah.
you can blow it on whatever you want to. It's fine.
That's true. That's true.
But you want a bad looking guy.
If I wanted to become a Ken, I just couldn't.
Right.
I've just had to learn to be happy with me.
Yeah.
Right. That's what I got. Okay.
Well, it's like I saw it on Facebook. Somebody put like a meme up and it was like, women have it so easy. They have makeup and push-up bras and high heels and all that. And if you're a man, you're just ugly. There ain't nothing you can do about it.
Yes.
You just better get used to it early on. And that's what I did. So you got to either be rich or be funny if you're ugly.
Right.
And I chose to be funny. So,
although if you're rich, I suppose there are certain things you can do.
Right.
Right. You can become a Ken doll.
Right. Well, if you're rich, that covers up a lot of ugliness, right?
It does, yes.
It's like the crazy hot matrix for women. The hotter a woman is, the more crazy she can be.
Yes.
Right. The richer you are as a man, the uglier you can be and still get an attractive woman.
Right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, Elon Musk, he ain't the greatest looking guy in the world.
No. But he owns Tesla.
Right. And he's not dating a 3 that works down at the convenience store. No. All right. He's got a good looking girlfriend. So she ain't my type, but whatever, But I feel like, this guy probably working through some issues here. Mm-hmm. And if he's got the money to spend on him becoming a Barbie, more power to him. Not what I would do at all, but, good for him.
All right, John, let's talk about Batman.
Okay. All right. But from Barbie to Batman.
Yes. And this happened right here in Alabama.
All right.
In Walker County. Man dressed as Batman burglarizes 3 churches.
Okay.
This happened in Jasper. According to Jasper Police on Thursday night, January 9th, 2020, 2 churches in Jasper and 1 outside city limits were burglarized. Police said in a social media post that musical instruments and other electronics were stolen. The video shows the culprit crawling on the ground outside a church before he stands up and walks to the surveillance camera. And he fixed it so that it couldn't record anymore.
Oh, okay.
But it already got him.
Yeah, right.
They did not name the churches, but we will update when we learn more. If you have any information that would aid detectives in apprehending this individual, contact the Jasper Police Department at 205-221-2121 or the Walker County Sheriff at 205-302-6464 or Crime Stoppers at 205-254-7777.
Everyone call in those numbers and tell them to listen to Earth Oddity and just hang up. All right?
Yes.
Let's do that.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
And, check out this. Here's the video right here.
Uh-huh.
If I flip it around for you.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm just telling people, stay woke. This is not Batman.
Okay.
Okay. This is Black Mask. He's at it again where he impersonates Batman and then goes and commits crimes in an effort to erode public support for superheroes.
Okay. I am not a big enough nerd to get any of that joke, but I'm assuming there are people out there really laughing about it.
Well, I would hope.
Yeah, right.
Right now they're laughing really high-pitched and snorting.
The best thing about this is that it's in Walker County. You know?
Yes.
And there's a good chance we might know the person, personally.
Oh, yes. Shout out to Stan for putting this up in the group.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Stanley put it up.
Yeah.
Nice. But yeah, I don't, first of all, the people who rob churches, I mean, like, you're really a bad person. Like, even if I didn't actively participate in church, I would still think you're a really bad person for doing that.
If I was agnostic and I had no belief in God whatsoever, I still don't think I would want to take away from an organization that is trying to minister and help out other people in the community,
Yeah. I mean, you got to have it bad to go break in a church,
Yes.
Oh, man. Yeah. And like a church, it's not like you broke into Joel Osteen's church.
Right. This is Walker County.
Yes, this is a church in Jasper and right outside of, like in Curry or somewhere.
Do you have any idea how much meth they're going to have to deal in the Walmart parking lot to pay for that equipment you stole, sir?
Yeah. Like, there ain't that many pawn shops in Jasper, I wouldn't think,
Yeah.
Like, what are you going to do with their, like, PV sound system that you stole from some church?
I would be watching Facebook Marketplace.
Right, yeah. I definitely would be
doing.
Craigslist, all of that. Yeah.
Tell me what's stolen. I'm going to monitor Facebook Marketplace.
Which I want to say this completely, nobody break into our church because I think they take them home with them. But it does bother me that all the teenagers in our little praise band or whatever have Martin guitars. And I've like played guitar all my life and I can't afford one. And I'm playing these like super really nice guitars. I'm like, man, you guys are spoiled. I played on like a Walmart guitar for 20 years before I actually got a real guitar.
I don't know anything about guitars. Or is that like an expensive brand?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, unless I haven't shopped for acoustic guitars in forever because I love rock and roll, like Joan Jett said.
Yes.
But used to, there were like thousands of dollars to get those guitars. So
Have they come down now?
I don't know. They may have like an intro line or something.
Again, I have
But I
no
wouldn't think
idea.
Martin has to do that.
But when we bought a TV, I want to say 2 years ago, almost, it was a decent chunk of change to replace our TV.
Right.
But this past, my dad, he needed to get a new TV back this past holiday, like in November.
Yeah.
They were cheap.
Yeah. You can get a smart TV now for like a couple $100.
Yes.
It's a big one.
And we probably paid 4 times that for our TV just 2 years ago.
Yeah, the one upstairs that we bought a long time ago and I was struggling to make a living running the restaurant.
Yeah.
It was like $600 or whatever. And then the one we got downstairs, we just paid like $200 for whatever. And it's better than the one we got upstairs. Whatever, That's just life. So I don't know. Maybe the price of acoustic guitars
have come down.
I don't know. Because I play rock and roll, and if God meant for the guitar to be acoustic, He wouldn't have created amplifiers
Or electricity.
Yeah, or electricity.
He wouldn't have created lightning.
Benjamin Franklin wouldn't have discovered electricity, invented electricity. So,
Yep.
All right. Well, let's get on to another man who's in a little trouble with the law. Comes from Florida, our second favorite state. A Florida man is facing several charges after police say he assaulted an officer and bit the ear of a canine dog while naked and high on methamphetamines during an arrest attempt.
That'll do it to you, so I've been told.
Yeah. Well, the best way to do meth is to get naked. Everybody knows that. 38-year-old Donald Watts was arrested Saturday for multiple charges, including simple battery, 2 counts of resisting an officer and an arrest, and 1 count of aggravated battery on a service dog. Deputies with the Columbia County Sheriff's Office were called to a residence on Southeast Brawley Terrace in High Springs Saturday morning over reports that a man who was later identified as Watts was using meth. While police were on the scene, dispatch received a second call from someone else in the same area reporting a strange man in his yard with a flashlight. That's a flashlight. Okay. Not the other version. Seeing as how he's naked. Deputies reported hearing strange noises when searching the yard and eventually located Watts. Maybe it was. They heard some strange noises. Who was naked and covered in mud, lying in what appeared to be some shallow body of water, which apparently was a mud puddle.
He's trying to keep mosquitoes off of him.
What was that movie? Commando or
Predator?
Predator, yeah,
Yes,
right. I knew it was a Schwarzenegger movie.
That was to keep the predator from seeing the signature.
Yeah. That's exactly what he was trying to do, According to police, Watts' behavior was described as manic by the 2 responding deputies who said he paced back and forth laughing and making bird noises.
He told that officer, I ain't got time to bleed.
He's like, I'm Big Bird. In their attempt to subdue the suspect, police claimed Watts ran underneath a mobile home, and when deputies tried to detain him, Watts punched one of them. And several attempts to use a taser on the suspect were unsuccessful.
Oh, man.
Prompting officers to wait for the K-9 unit that was on the way. When they arrived with the K-9 unit, Casper, the dog, was given a command to apprehend Watts, but the deranged man leaped, grabbed Casper by the head, and bit Casper's ear as he drove Casper to the ground.
Poor Casper.
Oh, poor Casper.
Oh, no.
But what a baller a move by this dude, you know? Which, by the way, this comes to us from balleralert.com.
Okay.
Trusted news source. Eventually, Casper was able to break free and hit the suspect. And then deputies were able to detain him, and he was taken to jail where he's being held on a $37,000 bond.
Where he fell down the stairs before he was booked.
Right. And he's not too beat up. He looks a little bit like former Braves great John Smoltz, if John Smoltz was smoking meth in a trailer park.
I tell you what, that dude runs up on a mobile home.
Yeah.
I'm just, hey, you know what? We're going to wait him out.
Yeah, that's what I would think, too. Like, let's let him come down.
Call for backup.
Right.
We're going to let him come out of there.
Get the backup guy to bring some coffee out. Let's just hang out here and just watch.
Build a fire and, like, smoke him out.
Yeah, right. Yes. You know, whoever like owned that trailer was like, man, I got to get up and go to work in the morning. I got this dude in my front yard beating up dogs and everything.
Tweeting like a bird.
Yeah, right. He's out here making bird noises, climbing under my trailer, which you always have your skirt affixed around your trailer to keep stuff like this from happening.
Well, I mean, this dude sounds like he may have just busted up on in there anyway.
Could have. Yeah. I've crawled under a trailer or two in my life.
It's
not to like get away from the law, but
Yeah.
like playing, Bottle Rocket Wars or whatever. Yeah.
I've noticed typically people will not crawl up under there to look for you.
Yeah. No. Yeah. A little spooky under there. You don't know what's hiding under there.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. Well, John, let's talk about Burger King.
Okay.
Wonderful company.
Definitely a wonderful company.
They offer to give the Bronx free Whoppers for tolerating Joker tourists.
Okay.
Says that the Bronx is still putting up with moviegoers who are flocking to the borough to climb the stairs made famous by Golden Globe winner Joaquin Phoenix in the movie Joker.
Oh, wow.
Even snapping photos of themselves dressed in full clown suits, dancing and voguing along the meme-plagued stairwell. The steps between Shakespeare and Anderson Avenues has become such a landmark, in fact, that the staircase even has its own Instagram location tag, #JokerStairs. Have you seen the movie Joker?
No.
Of course not.
I haven't. But I know about the stairs just from being on the internet, right?
Right.
Yeah. Seen a lot of funny pictures.
So you've seen him dancing. And
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Oh, so you know what this is talking about. Okay.
Yeah. But no, I haven't watched the movie. Surprise, surprise.
I would tell you to watch it, but I know you're not going to, so I'm not going to waste my breath. For all the Bronxites who have had to politely dodge film fanatics on their daily route or chosen to avoid the area altogether for a while, Burger King is promising to give one free Whopper to anyone who lives there. The promotion, which is tied to the film's DVD release, can be redeemed by using Uber Eats and then entering the code KingStairs at the checkout until January 12th, that's today.
That's today.
So anyone listening to this, sorry, you missed out. The Joker Stairs join a list of other notable staircases made famous by Hollywood, including the Rocky Steps at the Philadelphia Museum of Art, cue Eye the Tiger.
I've been up those steps before.
And the Exorcist Stairs in Washington, D.C., which I have been up before.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't even know those were available.
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, the stairs where, what's his name, Father Karras, he plunges down the stairs at the end of the movie. Yeah. I've been up and down those stairs. None of those were around during the age of the selfie, though. But, I mean, you know what? I'm sure there's people who take selfies of themselves now on those other stairs. Anyway, many Bronx residents have taken to social media to beg relentless comic book fans to relinquish their neighborhood. Please, if you're reading this, you're not from around here or ever been to the Bronx. Yankee Stadium does not count. Please do not come here, wrote one Bronx resident on Twitter. You should be happy that people want to come check it out. That's just my opinion.
I don't know. I mean, imagine people were rolling through your neighborhood all the time doing stuff. And
Yeah, but I mean, they're going to come there. They're going to spend money in your community. They're probably going to get something to eat or get a soda, you know?
Yeah.
Isn't it good in the long run for everybody?
Yeah, but we've both driven around this town on a game day
Yes.
and been like, we need a plague, you know, to remove people, right?
I love it.
Oh, you do? Okay.
do.
All right. Sorry, that was me. That was on me. Yeah.
It gives us opportunities to raise money for the youth program
True.
on Saturday mornings.
True. Which I hate to tell Chuck, I already parked cars for Boy Scouts. I hate parking cars. I hate it. He made it out like it was a lot of fun for them.
I was about to say, is it parking cars or is it handing people brochures and telling them where the stadium is?
It's both. We're at for the Boy Scouts. Yeah.
Well, the Boy Scouts go above and beyond.
Right. Of course.
I would imagine youth ministry, we kind of half things.
A little halfway with the youth ministry. I bet you what, if they started handing out Bible tracts, they wouldn't ask me to do it anymore.
No.
Yeah. Maybe if I make Thomas do it, I'll give him a bunch of tracts and be like, and these are people telling about Jesus, you won't have to do it anymore, I promise.
I bet people would walk an extra mile to not have to take a tract from those folks.
You know it. You know it. They already got a buzz on because it's game day and stuff. They're coming out, have a little fun, go tailgating. That's you know, you're like a teenager telling you about Jesus. Yeah.
Anyway, it says that things are starting to get heated offline too. In October, Gothamist reported that posters had been attached to the walls and lampposts around the stairwell reading, "It is disrespectful to treat our community and residents as a photo opportunity."
Okay.
False.
Yeah.
You know?
I guess.
Given these pleas from Bronx dwellers, it seems unlikely that a free Whopper will appease their plight of inconvenience. You think?
Yeah.
You think a Whopper's going to make them happy? I don't think anything's going to make them happy.
I'd take a free Whopper, though.
Yeah, I would too.
Yeah.
On Sunday, Joker, which grossed over $1 billion in global box office sales, took home gold Hollywood Foreign Press statues for Best Actor in a Motion Picture Drama, for its star Phoenix, and for the Best Original Score for Hildur. Can't say that last name.
Try it.
You nod, dear, something.
Nailed it.
Nailed it. So, if you live in the Bronx, I hope you enjoyed your free Whopper, but you probably didn't. Because from what I'm reading on here,
You just hate
sounds like
everybody.
y'all are just a bunch of bitter, angry people.
Today's the day I found out I would fit in the Bronx. Yeah.
Yes.
I would be the type of person that would not like those people too.
Yeah.
Like, I'm just trying to get to work. Y'all over here dancing up and down all these steps.
I see. I would be standing out there and be like, hey, you know what? For $10, I'll take your picture. Like, you don't need a selfie stick.
Yeah, that's right.
You know?
$10 for a picture take?
This is New York, man. People pay it.
Maybe. I don't know. That seems a little steep for me.
That wouldn't work around here. I mean,
No.
No.
Yeah, that seems a little steep for me.
I mean, you walk around Bryant Denny, any number of people are going to offer to take your picture for free.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, they will go out of their way just to be nice.
Because we're in the South, and that's just what we do. Yeah.
But in the Bronx, you got to pay people.
Would you hand your phone to a stranger in the Bronx with a $10 bill and not expect them to run off with it?
That's a good question, because they do make phones nowadays where you need a thumbprint or a face to log in.
True.
So maybe the secondhand market is
have already figured out how to get around that, right?
Well, criminals generally are not super smart.
No.
You know?
No, you're a good point.
And I'm not talking about like the mafia, like the for real criminals who
Real
are
criminals.
smart,
Yeah.
who outsmart law enforcement. I'm talking about the dude who he's trying to pawn something so he can get a hit. you
Yeah,
know?
right.
That guy.
Does the mafia outsmart law enforcement, or do they pay off law enforcement?
I think it's a little column A, little column B.
Okay, all right. Could be right.
Right.
Okay, well, my last story here comes from yahoo.com. Slightly sensitive,
Okay.
just so everybody knows. Legalizing marijuana may lead people to have more sex, says a study. But there's a downside. Okay?
Okay. What's the downside?
Officially throwing my hat into the legalizing marijuana ring. Okay?
Yes.
I make it taken off of the deacons here. People who live in states that allow medical marijuana may be more likely to have sex, according to a new study published by the Journal of Health Economics. In the study, researchers looked at states that implemented medical marijuana laws before 2005 and 2014 and states that did not, and then analyzed how those policies might have influenced sexual activity and fertility in people in their 20s and 30s. Oh, I'm too old for this study. The researchers found that the medical marijuana laws are associated with an increase in sexual activity, but there's also a serious downside. The same study found that cannabis use may make people less likely to use contraception, which in turn can contribute to higher birth rates. So if you're stoned, you're not thinking about using a condom, basically.
Yeah.
So how does medical marijuana influence people's sex lives? The study authors noted previous research that shows marijuana heightens sensory perception, increases relaxation, reduces stress, and diminishes anxiety, adding that enhanced senses may contribute to an increased sexual activity.
Well, now, granted, I've only been high one time in my life, so I'm not an expert.
Rebel.
But I was going to say, it certainly did those middle two. I don't know about that first one and that last one.
Well, let me just...
I found it to actually heighten my anxiety.
Well, you're probably smoking bad weed, right?
Again, one time,
all right.
Possibly.
Yeah. There's, weeds came a long way.
Since the late 90s?
Yeah, since like the mid 90s when I started, behind like swag joints for people in the projects in Fayetteville.
It turned me into Alex Jones. I was paranoid.
Like, there's a camera in the thermostat. David Simon, who's a PhD, so he knows what he's talking about, tells Yahoo Lifestyle that because marijuana treats chronic pain and improves life satisfaction and decreases opioid abuse, it could result in heightened libidos and improved sex life, which all makes sense if you're on opioids. Kind of hard to get yourself ready.
Yeah.
He adds, with the liberalization of marijuana laws, there has been an increased cannabis-based products designed to improve sexual wellness, including products to help remove anxiety or pain associated with sex. Rub a little CBD oil on it.
CBD oil. I feel like that's just what sells, okay? Like you walk in the gas station, there's 50 different ingredients behind that counter.
Yeah.
They're all supposed to help you with your performance, right?
You're telling me the rhino peel doesn't work? You've been curious. I've been curious. The rhino peel has to work.
To be fair, I've never tried the rhino peel.
Me either.
I tried the horny goat weed.
Okay.
Did not make me horny. Didn't turn me into a goat.
I thought you were going to say it made you attracted to goats. Yeah.
Didn't do that either.
But yeah.
I would have settled for that, though.
We've all looked at the Raging Bull peels back there and the rhinoceros horn. Yes. I've been curious about them, but I've just never bought them. I don't know what to ask. Like, I don't know that.
Well,
I don't know that the Arabic guy behind there really wants to hear my questions.
I said, hey, Fareed, okay? Fareed.
Right.
Does this really turn you into a savage beast in the bedroom?
Yeah. That's just why I got some general questions, and I don't know if he's going to know how it affects my blood pressure or anything. So I just stayed away from it.
Right. Yeah.
Which so far I hadn't had any problems in that area.
Right.
And I'm getting old enough that I feel like I could probably just like slide a prescription from the doctor without it being too hard,
Right.
No pun intended, that I could just mention like, hey, I'm having a little difficulty, but here, let me write you a script for Viagra or whatever. But I don't go to the doctor enough to do that. So
what if you come back from the pharmacy and tear open that little white bag and there's a big picture of a rhino on that bottle?
The power appeal of the power of the bulls,
Yes. Turns you into a jackhammer.
I don't know. I'm willing to give it a shot.
Yes. I've been meaning to bust up some concrete.
Yeah, I can't. I can't. I'd have to give Dieter some warning, okay? You just can't pull a trick on her like that.
Heads up.
Yeah. That's right. Hey, baby, just so you know, I got the rhinoceros power going on tonight. So just get ready, okay? Yeah. I know how you want to get back to your TV show, and after this commercial break, it's going to be a little bit longer, okay?
You might want to take some CBD oil.
That's right. Here's some CBD oil. Picked them both up at the gas station. Saeed sold them to me. You know he's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, anyways. All right, so this is a pretty long article. Basically what it says, if you're smoking weed, you're going to be doing it, right?
Yeah.
So that's all I know.
If only that was true.
I don't know. I mean, is it not?
Well, again, one time. It wasn't true in my case.
I've smoked a lot of weed in my life. Sorry, Mom and Dad, for disappointing you. Deidre never has, though.
Right.
You know? Because she's always been in the medical profession, and they drug test them regularly, you know? Now I have a job. I'm drug tested regularly, you know, or have random tests and stuff. So I don't do it anymore. Plus, I'm old, and, like, you can't look like me and go try to buy weed somewhere, you know?
Because they're immediately going to call you a narc.
Think you're a cop, you know? So you just can't do it. I don't have any contacts anymore to get any, so I'm just out of the game, you know? But, you know,
you lost Timothy Grass's phone number.
Yeah, right. And I don't know that any time I was smoking weed, I was any more in the mood to have sex, because I'm always in the mood to have sex. Sober, high, whatever. So I don't know, you know?
Yeah.
But so we would have to try it on Deidre, you know, to see if it would work, you know.
Gotcha.
For an experiment purposes. So maybe when she retires, we'll be able to do that. So
I'm sure when she retires, she's going to be ready to take marijuana.
What you don't know about Deidre is she gets early retirement in like 5 years.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
okay.
She's been nursing since she was a baby. People don't realize that.
Well, now I nursed when I was a baby. Had nothing to do with my career.
I nursed when I smoked weed. That's a whole other thing, right? Yeah. But yeah, so she can early retire here, and she's considered it. I don't know if she will or if she won't, but you know, I think in 4 or 5 years, she'll have 25 years of nursing in.
Good for her.
Still looks amazing, by the way. Looks like she did when she graduated high school. Shout out to my wife, who doesn't listen to this at all.
How far are you away from retirement?
Oh, I will never retire. I will work until I die. That's it. I mean, I blew all my money in the restaurant industry, so that's just the way it goes.
That's the way it goes.
Yeah.
Unless you can find something new.
No. My retirement plan is to die at work.
Okay.
Yeah. And that's what I'm going to do.
Gotcha.
I don't have a problem, though. I mean, I like working, so.
All right. Well.
All right, we want to thank our sponsor, world famous Cajun Curl Bayou Blended Spice, for their support. Check them out at CajunCurl.com. You can order the spice or the Cajun Curl cutter for potatoes, all right there on CajunCurl.com. It was created on the Elm Bayou in Evangeline Parish, Louisiana, and it is a seasoning that goes on everything. If you like cooking or eating, this is a spice for you. Cajun Curl Bayou Blended Spice goes well with chicken, beef, pork, potatoes, Viagra, and anything else you can think of putting it on. The spiral potato cutter is absolutely amazing. It's easy to use and it's easy to clean, and it will allow you to make your own chips using the Cajun Curl spice. If you want to turn your next cookout or event up a notch, imagine whipping up a batch of homemade potato chips. Your next door neighbor isn't going to be able to top that. And let me tell you, the homemade chips with the Cajun Curl spice on them will change your life. Absolutely. You will not look at the world the same. It's like taking LSD for the first time. On the website, CajunCurl.com, you can not only order the original Bayou Blended Spice and the chip cutter as well, but you can find recipes that are absolutely mind-blowing. You can locate your nearest retailer or order your own. Now, here locally, it's available at Bowles Fresh Market on Skyland, South's Finest Meats, Mark's Mart in Northport, downtown Northport, and the Piggly Wiggly in Northport on Erling Wallace. All of their products are made in the USA, so not only do you enjoy the taste of Cajun Curl, but you also feel very patriotic while you eat your meal. And it's all natural, it's low salt, and it has a little kick to it, but it doesn't burn your lips. World famous Cajun Curl Bayou Blended Spice. Taste the spice, but not the heat. www.CajunCurl.com. Check them out and use the promo code EOP10. That's EOP and the number 10 to get a 10% discount.
Because we ask that you use the spice, but we don't ask you to pay full price.
Amen.
All right, John, we have no reviews this week.
Of course.
So we really don't have anything to talk about this week.
No, not at all. You want to keep talking about horny goat weed and everything?
Well, we could do that, or we could take this quiz to find out which random obscure SpongeBob character you are.
Okay. All right.
All right.
Do you want to give me the quiz?
I'm going to give you the quiz. All right, here we go. What is your favorite food? Is it pasta, sushi, avocado toast, or a hamburger?
Well, none of those are my favorite food, but out of those, I would pick a hamburger.
Sushi it is. I'm kidding. Okay. Where do you sleep? In my bed, which would be in your bed, not mine.
I sleep in Tiny's bed. That's why our chemistry is so good.
In someone else's bed, on the floor, or sleep ?
I sleep in my bed.
Okay. Gotcha. If you could go anywhere right now, where would you go? The supermarket, home, a pineapple under the sea, or the pool?
I would go home.
Okay.
Okay.
Gotcha. What is your least favorite color? Is it green, yellow, orange, or pink?
Orange.
It would be pink for me, but orange.
You can do it for yourself. That's fine. Orange, like Tennessee and Auburn, you know.
I agree.
Yeah.
Which I like pink on other things.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of
Just
pink.
not on me.
I'm a big fan of pink.
Yes.
Speaking of which, Gwyneth Paltrow has a candle that came out.
Love the pink.
Yeah. Big fan.
How many times a day do you smile? 100 plus, somewhere between 10 and 99, maybe 5, or absolutely never?
Somewhere between 10 and 99.
Okay, gotcha. When do you eat lunch? Do you eat at 11 a.m., noon, 1 p.m., or I'm constantly eating?
Usually noon is closest.
Okay, noon. Where would you like to go on vacation? Would you like to go to Mexico, France, China, or the Bahamas?
I would go to France.
Go to France.
Yeah, I took 2 years of French in high school. I'd like to try some of that out sometime.
Okay, this super intelligent AI algorithm has computed all your answers.
Okay.
With a 99% probability.
I'm excited.
You are not the father.
Okay. That's good to know.
That and
I can't afford anymore.
That and you are Pinhead Larry.
Okay.
So I don't know who Pinhead Larry is.
I don't either.
The quiz did say obscure SpongeBob characters. So
I've watched a lot of SpongeBob, but I don't know Pinhead Larry.
I don't either.
Yeah.
So people, unless you want us taking more of these BuzzFeed quizzes, please write us a review.
I'm looking up Pinhead Larry right now.
Or send us an email to read.
Look, you type in Pinhead, literally the first return.
It's got to be a Hellraiser, right?
Apparently, that's Patrick, right?
It is Patrick, but it's not Patrick's face.
Right.
Huh. I have to do more research.
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm sure every time I see it on screen, I'll be like, that's John. It's just like John.
Yeah, I think that's Pinhead Larry. Pinhead Larry Patrick.
Okay.
Whatever. I don't know. I don't know anything about Pinhead Larry. Now, Pinhead was like a horror movie guy too, wasn't he?
Hellraiser, yeah.
Hellraiser. Mm-hmm. Did you say that earlier and I just wasn't paying attention?
Yes, but that's okay.
No, that's fine. You've seen me check out of a meeting before this afternoon, so you know there's only so much my brain can hold. All right. Yeah, so Hellraiser.
Yeah.
Right. I watched that movie in 8th grade, and I made out with a girl the entire time it was on.
Nice.
Yeah, that's the only thing I remember about it. Shout out to you, Carla Renfro. I know you remember those special nights in 8th grade. Both learning a little bit about ourselves.
Was she at all related to Ashley Renfro?
Ashley, they are kin, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, Ashley and her sister live down the street from me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because Ashley went to my church, but I didn't know anybody else.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm actually kin to some Renfros. Carla, it's Alabama. Carla, I've recently got engaged. She's getting married. She's doing very well in life. So
okay, good
I
for
doubt
her.
she listens to this podcast, but if she does, I remember that night in 8th grade. Okay, and I also remember that you told me you would love me forever, and then you broke up with me. But whatever, that's fine.
You did better.
Yeah,
it worked out.
Yeah, it all worked out for the best.
Yes. Well, you have been listening to Earth Oddity Podcast, and we thank you so much for listening to us, no matter where you get us, whether you get us on Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, CastBox, iHeartRadio, Spotify, we're on them all.
Everywhere.
If you would like to write into the show, we are earthoddity@planetbell.net.
Yeah.
If you would like to tweet at us, we are @_earthoddity.
That's right.
Really been getting into Twitter here lately. A lot of fun.
Activity.
A lot of fun.
That's right.
If you would like to look at pictures that we post sometimes,
Put up 2 this week.
we did,
And a story on our Instagram too. So
you can check that out, _earthoddity on Instagram.
that's right.
You can join our Facebook group and submit stories.
Yeah, a lot of fun happens in there. It's popping off all day long in the Facebook group.
And if all that fails, we have a phone number. What's that phone number?
It is 662-493-2059. Everybody's calling it. It's 662-493-2059.
We hope you have an excellent week. Earth Oddity for the Fringe Radio Network signing off.
Love y'all.
Bye.
This has been a very odd production. Thanks for listening.